Yoko and Frisky Dimensional Rift. Yoko and Frisky Dimensional Rift. Yoko and Frisky Dimensional Rift.
Yo, everybody! Welcome to Yoko and Frisky's Dimensional Rift, where we learned that 11 should be called 1E1. Now, for my brother from another mother, MC Metro Card Frisky.
Explain that. Like, what is this 1E1 thing you're talking about? Explain it.
Okay, sorry. Like, I saw this meme on Twitter where it had Bayonetta, and if you don't know who Bayonetta is, it's a video game character that is a witch fighting angels and demons and whatnot. And somebody dubbed in Bayonetta and her friend shopping, and then the girl goes, "Hey sister, why is 11 isn't called 1E1?" And Bayonetta's like, "That's what I'm talking about." And I don't know, it just lost it. I just can't stop thinking about 1E1.
It's true. We should write a letter to all our local mayors insisting that 11 becomes 1E1. No more numerical discrimination.
And then, like, I was just trolling my brother, and he was like, "Well, you see, sister, back in the days of the Romans," and I'm like, "Oh boy, I'm just being a troll, dude. I don't care." Love you, brother.
Your brother's literally that actually type of guy.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, well, we've been away for a few weeks. I went to a con, then I went to Ocean City, Maryland. You saw Rent. Did they pay rent?
Event? No, I don't know. It was kind of unclear.
Yeah, see, those guys never paid rent, so they shouldn't be singing about how hard it is. It's like, get a job. But yeah, a lot has happened, and we're gonna talk about it. But right now, it's my favorite segment of the show. Here comes some fresh new Yoko Reacts down the pipeline.
All right, I'm ready. Will I cry? Will I scream? We'll never know until I click the link. And I hope I clicked the right one. I'm in Hollywood creating a live-action Pac-Man movie. Why? This better respect the audience and the source material. Spoiler, it won't, because modern-day Hollywood. Why?
I just can't wait for Chris Pratt to get announced as the voice of Pac-Man.
I'm going to jump into a blender! Alright, what's the next one? This wasn't so bad, but like, why do we need a live-action Pac-Man of all things?
Because Sonic the Hedgehog made a lot of money this year. That's why.
But Sonic is... never mind. You know what? Never mind.
Speaking of which, also, don't forget to follow the links in the description if you want to see what we're talking about. Next one, we got the announcement of Sonic the Hedgehog 3 is coming out Christmas 2024, but it's going up against Avatar 3. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, sorry, Sonic just takes precedence. I could care less about Avatar. If I wanted to learn about Native Americans being reappropriated, I could just go to a museum.
It's cheaper and less of a headache.
Oh god, I will admit, like, the environments are good. I see a lot of the other actors. I'm curious of the plot, but I don't want to stay in the theater for half of a day. Versus, like, Sonic, you're in, you're entertained, you're out. And plus, I'm biased, okay? I went to, okay, no, don't even get me started, everybody. Don't even get me started. I went to Disney. We went to Animal Kingdom. Animal Kingdom is like dead. There's just nothing there. You're only there to look at the zoo, all right? And every time they added Avatar because they messed up. They were gonna have Harry Potter, and they were like, "Oh, Harry Potter's stupid." And now Universal's like banging with Harry Potter crap. And every time you go to the Avatar ride is literally just another zoo ride. Like it's a small world, but with alien creatures. Boring! Alright,
Yeah.
I'm done. Rant over.
If I wanted to go to an Avatar theme park, I'd just go to the Botanical Gardens over by Prospect Park.
And then tie your ponytail to the tree.
What else we got? Oh, your boy, Keaton Thompson, got a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. Let's give it up
No
for Keaton
way.
Thompson.
Wow. Dude was a hustler, too.
Yeah, that's very wholesome. I thought I'd share that with you because we
That is
grew up.
wholesome.
We grew up on Keenan.
Yeah. But he really hustled. When he hit Saturday Night Live, I was proud of him.
Yeah, he's been on the show for like almost 20 years now. He's the longest.
20 years? Holy shoot.
Yeah, it's got to be close to that, like 17 maybe. But he's the longest running member on that show. I think he'll forever hold that record.
Well, to be fair, that was the time when they let him on there. There was like no minorities in any way, shape, or form. And they were like, we got to add some more flavor here.
Yeah, the NBC, the B in NBC does not stand for black.
Dang.
You remember the movie Titanic?
Unfortunately.
Well, don't you agree that they both could have fit on the door at the end of the movie?
Yeah.
Well, this is the frogs reenacting that moment.
Oh.
You back?
All right. Yeah, I'm back. All right. It won't work. This page doesn't exist.
See, women good, men bad.
It said it didn't work.
Oh, you try to click it?
Yeah, I tried to click it.
Oh, it works for me.
I got my dog all upset.
Oh, you didn't even see it. So why the hell are you yelling?
Because I like to. I'm dramatic.
Let me try again.
I just adding a flavor.
If it doesn't work, we'll just move on.
Okay. Jumping in the boat. Sorry, this page doesn't exist. You can't screenshot it?
Whatever. We'll move on. Moving on.
Alright, moving on.
Got any Goofy movie fans in the building?
Oh, me?
Yeah, well, check out this sick cosplay of Powerline.
Oh, baby. Yo, classic. Yo, black people are like, this is our movie.
Yeah, for real.
Yo, and he dancing right, too? Oh, man, he giving me the chills. It's cute.
You gotta stand out. You know how many girls like that are non-furries that wanted to bang that character? A lot.
I agree. Dude, I know. I went to I was selling at an anime con and like this whole family was Goofy, Max, Pete, Powerline. It was the cutest thing.
Beautiful. Anyway.
And then the boyfriend, like the girlfriend was Roxanne. I thought that was the cutest. Everybody, did you see the fan art of Roxanne as a surfer girl?
No, but I saw some different kind of fan art of Roxanne, if you know what I'm saying.
Check, please. Waiter! Waiter! Hello? No, I'm kidding. I'm messing with you, dude.
That joke's not funny, because Roxanne's like 16. Anyway.
Oh.
Here's some scary white look. Here's some scary looking white people.
Hold on, let me click it. Like an old lady. Oh. Are they brother and sister? Because there's a Kate Price and Carl Wood split.
No,
They look the same.
Yeah.
Oh! The comments!
Yeah, look at the comments.
Yo, there's like a Joker mask, but it's like skin color.
Yeah.
Due to my actions, I'm sorry I said they look like purge masks. It's not their fault they look so like purge masks.
It's like, how do you whitewash white people? How's that possible?
Just wow.
Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot.
Yeah.
They look like Ken. He looks like a Ken doll. It's crazy. Anyway, one of my favorite accounts lately has been shirts that go hard, and this shirt definitely goes hard.
Old pussy is better than no pussy. I mean,
Not wrong.
she ain't wrong at all.
Oh, okay. Do you remember the Yoshi butt cake?
Yeah, unfortunately, it's ingrained in my mind.
Well, these butt cakes seem to be like becoming a trend.
Oh no! No! Oh no! Oh no! I really thought it was a real butt because this one's very well done. But this dude, like, I'm sorry, you know he black. Oh! Like, I want a Lizzo butt cake, please.
Beautiful. Speaking
That
of,
honestly must be the easiest cake too to make. I mean,
really? An ass cake? It's hard to get the proportions right. You gotta like do algebra to figure this out.
you just shave off the top. It's fine. Make it round. Here, I'm gonna show you the cute Roxanne. I think this is like her in college or something. I don't know. I just thought it was cute. Nice cell phone pic. All right, what's next? What's next before we end the segment? We want to get into the meat and potatoes.
Almost done. Speaking of a nice butt, remember Thanos? Well, it seems that a lot of parents are choosing that name for their newborn children lately. Very
Really?
interesting.
Oh my lord. Thanos has become a very popular name for new babies. A study shows. Thanos means god of death. That Thanatos, the Greek god. I'm gonna switch it up a bit. My child's name shall be Uranos. Maybe, probably not.
No, like if you were, let's say you were teaching a class and some kid named Thanos came in your class, what would you think?
That their parents were watching the movies. Because I met a kid named Anakin.
Ew.
Yeah, and the dad loved his son. He's like, Anakin, come here, Anakin, look, let's go do this, Anakin. I'm like, that is a lot.
He's gonna get bullied for a long time.
Wait a minute, it's saying people are naming their kid Quill more than Thanos. Is this just a clickbait article?
I don't know.
Whoa!
Anyway, this next story, you know how wild New York City can be.
Yeah.
Well, I read this story. On the way to an airport, this Uber driver leapt out of the car into a burning building to save people, and then he still took the dude to the airport, and he made it on time. I thought that was cool.
Oh, yo, that's New York, straight hip hop. He emerged from the building all like, hey, do I smell smoke? I was like, sir, you just saved someone's life. And he was like, oh yeah, people are good. OMG, let's welcome this person. Yo! Bless him. Yo, it's Sesame Street that's on fire.
Nah, man, there's good people out there. We need more good Samaritans like that.
It's true. I mean, there's a lot of good people. So many, I'll say it in every podcast or whatever, there are more good people than bad. The bad people that are out there are so few and far between, and the only difference is that they have a platform to influence other people on, which makes it seem like the world is bad, when it's really not. Because if everyone was bad, we'd be killing each other like the Purge every day.
Mm-hmm.
Every minute. Like,
Preach.
no.
Right. You remember the Weather Channel, right?
Yeah. Oh, wait. Is this the Weather Channel music?
Yeah, I sent it to you already?
Yeah, well, I saw it before you did. I thought I sent it to you.
No, well, the Weather Channel, like, this beat they use for the storm warning is like a JRPG boss battle. It's insane. Like,
Yeah, but
this
it's
beat goes
PlayStation.
hard.
It does, but it's like PlayStation 1 music.
Oh,
I'm
my
saving it, though, because I need to send it to a friend, because we've been listening to PlayStation DNB music. I guess that's what they call it.
Yeah, I sent it to John, and he's like, "Look at this PlayStation Disc 1 ass music."
Dang, I can do better.
No, the Weather Channel has some fire beats. Like if you go down the thread, there's some more examples, but there's just no reason this song had to go this hard. Like you guys need to listen to it.
I think it's great. It's so good. Yeah, it's in the description.
Yeah.
All right, what else?
Say the best for last. Check out this tattoo that goes hard.
All right, let me see this. Let me see this tattoo. And this tattoo is, oh no. This is a great share. So then I started transforming. Yo, if I wanted to call him the Penguin, I don't know why.
He is the Penguin.
Yeah. He's beautiful.
Yeah, I love it. I knew you would too. That was Yoko Reacts. This episode is brought to you by the Nokia N-Gage, the hottest portable video game device on the planet right now. Check your local retailers for more information.
Tonight at 8.
Okay, so this episode is about video game TV shows. We talked about video game movies and how they suck, but what about the TV side of things? We'll kick off things with a dimensional review of the brand new Tekken anime that's now streaming on Netflix, Tekken Bloodline. Let's get into it.
Oh yeah. Well, why don't you start? Cause yeah, go ahead.
Okay, well, I don't know. I didn't have like high expectations for this, you know. And the marketing was like very low key because I didn't know it was out until I was just like scrolling Netflix and I was like, oh, there it is. So yeah, it's only 6 episodes. It's a very short watch. It's like you can finish it in like under 3 hours, and it basically tells the story of what happened between Tekken 2 and 3 up to like the 3rd Tekken tournament. So it's all about Jin's story, him learning about his lineage, and see his mother June fight Ogre, and she sacrifices herself to try to kill the monster. It doesn't work, so Jin has to go train with his grandfather Heihachi Mishima, who's like a beast in this film, and he trains with him for like 4 years, and Jin becomes a badass, and then basically Tekken 3 starts, and you have some fan favorites like Paul Phoenix, Ling Xiaoyu, Nina Williams. You got Kuma in there, and I thought it was great. I was pleasantly surprised. I think this is one of the better video game adaptations out there. The animation is great, voice acting is good, the story is pretty solid, and at times I felt really bad for Jin because it's a very tragic story with him finding out about the devil gene and his crazy family and how dark they are and twisted. Like, it was a great watch, and the fights are really good too. The choreography and even some of the music. The music is like inspired by the game, so you got that little techno upbeat shit, and this is definitely, if you're a fan of Tekken, it's definitely worth a watch. Like,
yeah,
I was pleasantly surprised.
It was pretty good. I was surprised too because I was telling him about the 2000s Tekken movie, and it was not good, but I liked it as a kid because, you know, when you're like, when I was a kid, any anime that came out I had to buy, good or bad, and it just, like, I thought it had good values because, again, I was a kid. It wasn't Jin, it was about Kazuya.
Yeah, it was basically about Tekken 2.
Yeah. And we get to learn that Kazuya and June, how they met and had a kid. This OAV could link to the Netflix could link to the old one because it's well done. It's that well done. I mean, you could make the connection between that because it makes sense, but also the Tekken Netflix show, which had as you just said, a better plot. It was It seemed seamless. I wasn't stressed with it. I just had fun, and they did my girl Zhao Yu and King justice, and like they didn't die, so I was really happy about that.
Yeah, King was really good. He had no lines, but you felt he even had like a little subplot because he was avenging the original King, who was killed by Ogre. So, you know, well, I don't want to spoil it, but he makes it far into the tournament, way farther than I expected. And, you know, they try to throw in a little something there with Julia. Like, that's probably my only complaint with the show. Some of the characters, they don't get as much shine as the other ones. They're a little undercooked. Like, you know, their stories could have been expanded upon for sure. And there's definitely some characters in there I would have loved to see fight, like Yoshimitsu and Martial Law. Like, they kind of just like get pushed to the side. But whenever you're doing a video game, fighting game adaptation, you have to like choose what characters you need to focus on. Like, you can't focus on everybody and get everybody you know, the same amount of screen time. It's just hard.
Yeah, it's true. Because like there's a lot of like think about Street Fighter. There's like a assload of characters in Street Fighter. So many. And with Street Fighter, we usually focus on Ryu. Or in the 90s, because there was a Street Fighter TV show, they focused on Guile, because America. Guile is the American boy!
I'm gonna kick that son of a bitch's bison's ass.
Yeah, they really, for some reason, they made Guile the poster child, whereas before it, so like in Tekken, it was Kazuya and now it's Jin. And I mean, to me, Jin is, I think Jin is kind of wholesome because he's a teen and he's just doing his thing. He's trying to grow up. Or is he, or he's an adult in the games, right? Isn't he like 21?
Well,
because it's
well, at the beginning of the show, he's 15, and then there's a 4-year jump, so he's 19 during his first tournament. But in the games, he gets older. He's like in his 20s.
Yeah, I was just like, protect the child. Please don't let anybody hurt him. Don't. Grandpa, you have a problem. Grandpa had a problem. And then, I wanted to talk about one spoiler, but I can't really spoil it. I'm just like, Heihachi's a douche, but he was good to his grandson in a manipulative way. Wouldn't you agree, or?
Well, he was gaslighting him. He was like, we want to train you so you can avenge your mom and you can defeat this stupid demon thing. But Heihachi, you know, secretly wants the demon's power for himself. So, you know, he gave him the tools to be as strong as he needed to be to, you know, defeat Ogre. But everything Heihachi does is in the service of himself. Like, don't get it twisted. He did not give a crap about Jin at the end, obviously.
No, he really didn't. He listen, dude, I was like, excuse me? It's just this one thing that he did. I could not believe. I was like, dude, you are so focused on martial arts, and now you're taking it back?
Yeah, but it's straight out of the games, though. That's what I loved about it. Like, beat for beat.
You're right. But I still couldn't believe. I was like, why are you bringing a gun to a knife fight? What's happening?
That's how Heihachi rolls, man. Tekken Force Posse and all that. I hope it gets a season 2. I definitely want to see Kazuya come back and come into this.
Yeah, me too. They were like, he was evil. I'm like, your dad is a douche. His dad's a douche. No wonder.
I'd be a little evil too if my dad threw me into a volcano. Just a little bit.
I think everybody would.
I loved it, man. Like, probably rewatch it in the future for sure. Give it a watch if you're a Tekken fan.
And now, our feature presentation.
Tekken fan. Okay, what is next on our gaming list? Because Everyone talks about Castlevania, but you didn't watch it, right?
I saw a few episodes of Castlevania and like 4 or 5, and it's a good show. Like I sorry, but I'm not like I know play the games. Like I'm not familiar with it. But as far as like the animation goes, yeah, it's like really good, really gory. It's from what I've seen from the games, it seems very faithful to them. And again, like if you're a Castlevania fan, you'll probably get a kick out of it. I mean, it's been going on for a while. I think it has like 4 seasons now. It seems like the animation side of video game adaptations are like really thriving because they give you so much more time to develop characters and storylines, whereas in a movie you have to cram all that stuff into 2 hours, and that's just never enough time.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. I mean, it is quite a bit. Um, I never gave it a chance. I never gave a chance to watch it. Everyone said I would like it, but it's gory, and I wasn't into Castlevania per se. I played a couple of the games, but it really didn't pique my interest yet. I might go back and pick it up, but who knows? Um, I'm just gonna name some that I used to watch as a kid because I show people who've never heard of these, like they'll know of the franchise, but that they don't know that there's a TV show of them.
Yeah, like
So
I'm sitting here looking at a list of television series based on video games, and it's long,
it
especially
is long.
the Japanese ones. I'm like
Yeah, yeah.
surprised.
Well, here's the surprising part. Even though we got the games here, sometimes and sometimes a show, sometimes there'd be an anime version of it because Mario had the American Mario, a translated version of Mario, and a Japanese anime Mario TV series.
Yeah, there's I see at least 3 different Mario shows here: the Super Show, Adventures
Yep.
of Super Mario 3, and then Super Mario World.
There's like 2 or 3 Mega Man shows. There's like 5 or 7 Pac-Man shows. I didn't like any of them.
Gross.
I'm just naming off the ones that I've seen. Um, Sonic the Hedgehog is, I love them all. They're all very different. The TV show sparked the comic series, which is still being made to this day. It's the biggest comic video game. It's the longest video game comic series. Yeah, it's the longest one.
Well, let's talk about Sonic then. Let's talk about the
Yeah.
original.
So everyone loves Sonic Sat AM, which is the Sonic the Hedgehog cartoon that would premiere on ABC on Saturday morning cartoon block. And it was a darker show, and it had Sonic and his friends like Sonic, Sally, Rotor, and all this stuff. And they were they were trying to get their home back that Dr. Robotnik pretty much destroyed and roboticized. He turned a whole utopian city into a polluted mess. And it's like one big allegory for deforestation, pollution, and all this stuff. And you get to see Sonic's friends get roboticized. Like you see one of their friends chained up and turned into a robot. Like that's just like as a kid, I thought that was exciting, but as an adult rewatching this, I'm like, what the heck? Why did I like this?
You were like, oh yeah, turn him into a machine. Yeah, turn that little squirrel inside out. And now you're like, oh, what was I thinking?
Yeah, what was I thinking? It was wild. So, yeah, it's crazy stuff. Then that one was the most popular because you got to a point where Robotnik, like they blew up Robotnik's place, but there was more to the plot, and there was supposed to be a season 2, but some asshole ruined it, and I can't remember who it was, but there's so many documentaries on it on YouTube. Forget it.
Was it Ken Benders? Ken Jennings?
Yeah, that dude.
Whatever the
That
fuck
dude.
his name is.
I complained about
I
him last. Go
I
ahead.
remember watching Sonic Underground before school.
Oh, that one was so painful to
Like
watch.
I watched that one a lot, and that's the one where he's in a band, and who are his friends in there?
It was his brother and sister in that dimension.
Brother and sister.
Yup. It was Sonic.
Sonia,
Sorry, Sonia and Manic.
Manic. Yeah, you don't see these guys anymore.
Yeah.
But I just remember the music being good. Like I don't remember much about the episodes, but I was like, oh, the music is good. Yeah.
Yeah.
And this one didn't last long. I'm looking at it. It lasted like literally 2 months, and it was
Yeah.
bad.
But I think the show finished because I tried before my friend and I watched the Sonic movie, the Sonic 2. I was watching all of the Sonics, and there was the after school Sonic the Hedgehog, which surprisingly enough I tolerated more. And
So,
then yeah, go ahead.
no, it says here Sonic Underground was originally produced to help gain interest in the Dreamcast. How on earth is this show supposed to make people buy a Dreamcast?
Sonic X did. Sonic, honestly, Sonic X, Sonic, Sat AM, and Sonic X were like the number ones because at least Sonic X had a beginning, middle, and end.
Yeah, Jaleel White was still playing Sonic in this. A lot of people consider him as like the voice of Sonic above everybody
Yeah,
else.
yeah. But we're getting well after that. There was like some spin-offs, and then Sonic Boom, which is like a parody on pretty much Sonic Boom made fun of the video game in a TV show, and it ended up being better than the video game.
Yeah, because
Because
that Sonic Boom game I heard was trash. It was like a
it
glitchy
was,
mess.
it was, and the TV show acknowledged that, and it was and made fun of fans. It was so good,
Yeah, because fans love when the their favorite TV shows talk down to them.
dude. They had a full episode where in Sonic Boom, it was called Sonic's Biggest Fan, and it was about this nerd guy who pretty much did a Shawshank Redemption, or what's the movie? Or was it Misery? Basically, the dude kidnaps Sonic,
Yeah, it was
breaks his
Misery.
legs.
I
Yeah,
remember.
dude, it's my favorite episode because I was like, oh, the things that he was saying too. I've heard other fans say like, um, let's read some of my favorite fan fiction. I don't really like Son Amy, but it's pretty much standard in the fandom. And I'm like, oh my god, stop! I'm getting like PTSD.
What about Sonic X? Like, I wanted to watch Sonic X when it was airing, but I was like going into high school and I wasn't getting up early enough to watch the cartoons anymore. So I kind of missed out on it. I watched probably a few episodes here and there, but a lot of people seem to love Sonic X. They hate the character of Chris. They're like, screw Chris, he sucks.
Yeah, nobody likes Chris. I watched it in high school, but I found a website where I got it in Japanese, and I really enjoyed it in Japanese. So when I was watching the dub and it went, gotta go faster, faster, I was so thrown off. I was like, what? Because I saw Sonic X a year before it appeared, and I loved the music. I loved the interpretation of Sonic being kind of douchey. And
Kind of is.
yeah, he is a douche. But I thought it was okay.
Yeah, I want to see. I think season 2 is basically the adaptation of Sonic Adventure 2.
Yes.
Like, I would love to see that arc play out. Probably in Japanese, because I know they censor stuff. It's for kids.
Yeah.
Like,
Um
these are the people who, like, change guns to, like, finger guns.
well, I wanted to buy the bootleg version of Sonic X that was subtitled on eBay. And I talked to somebody about it and they yelled at me at an anime con. I was like, "What?" I was a teenager. I think I was like 15 or 16 years old. And you don't really know what, like, you know what it is, but you don't care as a kid.
Yeah, I know.
I don't know. I don't know. But let's move on from Sonic. What other video game,
Did
TV
you
show?
did you watch the Donkey Kong Country one, the CG one?
Yeah, I watched it. I watch it to this day.
There's a lot of memes from that show.
Dude, there's so many innuendos. It's not even funny. It's so funny. The music I loved. And the reason why I love the music is because it's just silly fun. It used to be on Fox Family.
It must have been expensive because this was like '97 and CGI was still a new thing.
It wasn't because they got like really cheap motion capture equipment.
So what? They got people doing motion capture for Donkey Kong, like they're
Yeah.
walking on
Yeah.
their hands and stuff.
No, it was like there's different types of motion capture. And sometimes the motion capture can be really, really like crazy, like we see in the movies. Or if you're doing a TV show, right? If you're doing a TV show, you can get your own, like, so here's an example. Did you know that Bobcat Goldwig, what's his name? Bobcat Gold. Yeah, Bobcat Goldwith, wait, or whatever. He did a motion capture 3D animated show called Flopsy, and it was really cheap. And it was like a lower end technology and cheaper software, but it worked. It doesn't have to be multi-million dollars, but Donkey Kong was there because ever since Pixar came out with Toy Story, all these companies were flooding to try to do more 3D animated shows.
You know, like Reboot, Cubics,
Yep.
Real Adventures of Johnny Quest.
Yep. Oh, the Moxie show. Bobcat Gold whatever did Moxie from the Moxie show. And I'm going to show you the quality of 3D. It looks very similar to Donkey Kong. I'm just going to copy and paste the picture to you. And he died in Cartoon Network history. It looks so, but you can do really cheap motion capture from home right now if you have an Xbox 360.
This looks like a PlayStation demo disc.
Dude, it played like one too. But yeah. All right, what's next on the list? What else? Because I can keep going.
Well, look, I see Digimon is on this list. I'm like, I could go
That
win.
does count. That does
Win
count.
on Digimon. You know I can.
Yeah, let's go.
Okay, well, the first two seasons are good. Everything else sucks now.
Dude, everybody says that though. I mean, you're not wrong.
No, it's just that first cast of Digimon is just so iconic. You
Yeah.
know, the first Digidestin, and then they pull a Power Rangers, and then they just change the cast every year, and so you lose that connection with them. First season Digimon, it's classic, it's awesome.
Uh-huh.
The crests, all the villains,
Uh-huh.
Myodismon and all that stuff. Like, there's just so many great moments from that first season when
Yeah.
Agumon and Gabumon go Mega for the first time. It's beautiful. It's a blast.
Yeah, and you get emotional because the difference between Pokemon and Digimon is that you got invested into the kids' well-being and then watching them grow up and becoming adults. And that's why I think anime, like in the 2000s, picked up because you got to see a character grow from beginning to end.
Yeah, literally over time they get older. In the season 2, it's like 3 years later, and then TK and Kari take more of a prominent role. They were the youngest people the first season, but now they're older and they're more wiser. So they're with the new set of Digidestin, and there's new evolutions. They're evolving with eggs and stuff, and then you get one of the villains becomes one of the Digidestin. He has a redemption arc. His name is Ken.
Yeah.
He was the Digimon Emperor. He was slaving Digimon with those black collars, man.
He was, and it got you all mad about it.
I know, it was a metaphor for racism.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, that season was great too. I love when they go inside the digital world through the computer, and there's a little montage of them like changing their clothes and stuff.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It's great stuff. And then from there, you get new casts. The third season is with the cards, the playing cards, and then
Which wasn't bad.
no, it
I
wasn't
went.
bad.
I bought the series for that one specifically, and it was missing a disc. That was so annoying.
Yeah, that's called Digimon Tamers, and in their universe, Digimon is a show and a trading card game, so it's like they're fans like us. But then they find out, oh, Digimon are real, and they use the cards to like give them upgrades and Digivolve, and all that stuff is like neat. And then one of the characters loses their Digimon partner, Leomon. If you see
Yeah.
Leomon in any of these Digimon shows, get ready because he's gonna die.
He always dies.
Leomon always dies.
I get mad because Leomon is, well, really Bancho Leomon's my favorite. Bancho Leomon also dies. I just don't understand why they flip and do that.
We do it all the time, man. I feel bad. Leomon fans always taking the L, but his partner Jerry becomes like so depressed, and she gets consumed by these evil Digimon, and they're trying to rescue her. That whole like final arc is like one of the best in the series, because you don't see a lot of animated shows at the time like tackle like depression and stuff like that.
Yep. And on top of that, flipping, she, I guess in a way, she was converting a bad Digimon to good, right?
Yeah,
Didn't she?
something like that. And Digimon Try, they basically did that story again, but in reverse. Like the Digimon was evil, and they were trying to like fix it, but it was with a brand new character. Like they just introduced out of nowhere, so it was hard to get invested. For me personally, like Digimon Try came out like I would say like 15 years after Digimon Season 2. So,
Yeah, and we watched the first episode together, and we were like, "There's like some tension between Ty and Matt here. This is just a little weird."
oh yeah, Ty and Matt, like that's just the rivalry, man. Like, you know, that's Goku Vegeta of the thing, the Buffy Faith. Like,
Yep.
come on. But after Digimon Tamers, they did Frontier, and that's when the Digidestin evolved into the actual Digimon. So it took away that companion aspect of it, because it was cool to get to know the new Digimon and their rapport with their partners, but that was like completely absent from this season since they transformed into the Digimons themselves. It was weird.
Yeah, I thought it was weird too. I skipped around that season, and I managed to actually enjoy the ending. Made me cry. Um,
I never saw the ending. I never finished
um,
it.
I honestly, I was moved and emotional by it, but I don't remember exactly what happens. I just remember they did some holy grail thing, and I don't exactly remember what it was.
Yeah, like I didn't hate it, but I just never got around to finishing it.
Yeah, there's something about Digimon 1 and 2 that really set precedents for the other Digimon
Yeah, that's why they
shows.
keep revisiting that cast, because people love that cast. They're so attached to it.
Yeah.
And then after that was Digimon Data Squad, and I didn't see that
That one
one.
sucked. No, you didn't even miss anything. It sucked.
Uh,
It sucked. All right.
And then after that was like Digimon Xenoverse or something, and by that time I like lost all interest until they went back to try.
Yeah,
So
Nickelodeon got that one, which was weird.
yeah, I don't even know if they adapted all of it. Let me see how many. These are the movies. Digimon. Oh, it's called Digimon Fusion.
Yeah.
And then there was something called Digimon App Monsters. I don't even know what that one was. It's probably only Japan. And yeah, Digimon is big. Like we could have a whole episode on that.
Yeah. Well, we could do Digimon another day. Let's go down. Let me just shout out to some honorable mentions. We have the Mortal Kombat
Defenders
animated.
of the Realm.
Yeah, like there's the old one, the live action one, and that was just like a drama, a Mortal Kombat drama. Um, there's the anime King of Fighters, which I have the box set of. There's the Art of Fighting, which put me to sleep. There is uh Monster Rancher, which I like. That's one of my favorite monster shows because Monster Rancher is like close to an adventure that I've wanted to go through. Just about a boy named Genki running around with other monsters, saving the world. I'm putting Cuphead out there because it's kind of like a revitalization of old cartoons. Kristen's gonna be pissed off because we're not talking about Pokemon, but Pokemon can be its own episode. 'Cause
Funny enough, I don't see Pokemon on the list.
that's wild.
It's weird. Oh
Well,
wait, there it is.
Pokemon
Yeah,
count.
well, I see it. Never mind. I guess I was just ignoring it.
Yeah. I guess Carmen San Diego counts. It is. It was a video game.
I don't know how that counts. I thought it was like a show on PBS.
Yeah, because it was a video game first.
Shit.
Yup. Viva Pinata. That was on the Fox box or whatever.
Fox
Kirby.
Fox.
Um,
Right back at you.
I was gonna say Ultimate Muscle, but I don't know.
No, I don't think that's no. It's not based on a game. They made games about it.
Okay.
This Beautiful
Resident
Joe
Evil.
show. I wasn't aware that was a Beautiful Joe show.
Yes, there it was an anime, and I was just like, eh, henshin a go go, baby. I'm gotta get ready for my girlfriend's date.
Yeah, it came out. See, it came out in like 2005. That's when wasn't watching these cartoons anymore. But I like Beautiful Joe. That's a really cool game.
Yeah.
And then yeah, Mega Man had a few. I think I watched a little bit of, which is which is the one where he's like has a friend and he's jacking into the internet.
Oh, that's the network,
Yeah,
Mega
Mega
Man
Man Battle
Network.
Network. Yeah, I saw a little bit of
Yeah.
that.
That was popular. People are trying to bring it back, and they're
They made
hoping
a
that,
lot of games about that one. There was like six of
yeah,
them. They had like different colors, like Pokemon, like Mega Man Battle Network, XP,
because
Mega
it was
Man
like
Battle Network
Digimon.
XP or Vista.
Um, Final Fantasy. Now,
Gross.
let me clarify, okay? Remember when Final Fantasy: The Spirits Within came out,
Yeah, I think I'm
and they
the only
lost
one.
they lost freaking millions of dollars on it, and it cost them millions of dollars.
Facts.
Um, yeah, that was one that happened. Now there's a Final Fantasy anime. There's a Chrono Trigger anime. Um,
This is Devil May Cry.
oh yep, Devil May Cry anime. Um, I feel like I'm missing like some important ones. Dragon Quest.
Well, I talked about the Shenmue anime earlier this year. Again,
Yeah,
it's really good. Check it out. Even if you're not a fan of the games, I think it's worth checking out.
yeah, I'll probably watch that when we go. Yokai Watch, but people didn't really like it that much. It's still going on in Japan. They canceled it here.
Yokai Watch is
Um,
cute. I watched like the first season of that.
yeah, I got the first season. They were selling it at the dollar store
I
of
remember
all places.
Johnny Young Botch. did the voice, I think.
Yeah. Ooh, Parappa the Rapper the anime.
He got an anime too? Damn.
I my brother told me about it when he went to Japan, and they only have like a few episodes on YouTube, but I loved it. It was just like his day-to-day stuff but without the music.
Well, was he rapping? Was he like
No.
performing? He wasn't
No.
rapping? Why?
No. He's literally just doing day-to-day stuff.
But people want to see him rap. Isn't that the point of Parappa the Rapper?
Very true. You are correct.
So you see him like do his taxes and go to the dentist.
Yep. Yep.
What?
I'm not even joking.
Why?
But the music in it was really good. Like they had the opening and ending. I'll send it to you.
It was an F-Zero anime.
Yep.
I remember I saw a clip of Captain Falcon doing like a Falcon punch that like you could see from like space. It was like so epic.
Yeah.
It's like
So
Falcon.
epic. And Falcon Punch. Falcon Punch. There's also, man, I feel like we're missing some more
There's a
that we're like,
lot. Angry Birds has like 5 different series.
who cares about that? And a movie and movies. The thing is, the more they push a TV show or like a video game franchise that's popular into a TV show, the more it loses itself.
Well, I heard The Witcher is really good.
Yeah, my mom likes that, but that's just a TV show, not an anime.
It's not my bag. Well, we're talking about shows regardless, like they're
Yeah,
animated or not.
okay.
Um,
Fair.
that Resident Evil show that came out got canceled so
Good.
fast.
Dude, it was not good.
You
It
watched
was
it?
Yeah, I did.
Oh
I
no.
and I don't watch that stuff, but I've been getting into Resident Evil because s- watching you and all my other friends play these games have actually helped with my fear. And and so playing it versus watching you guys versus playing it, I'm not so scared anymore. So I'm watching the show and I'm like, why is Leon like, how should I describe it? Leon's a snitch. Okay? I don't I don't know. I didn't like him in this. I'm very disappointed. Very
No,
disappointed.
I like who they got for Wesker. Like that, he's a good actor. He's in the John Wick movies. And when they announced him as Wesker, I'm like, yeah, fuck yeah, I totally see that. But from what I've seen, like I've seen a few reviews here and there, it just really has nothing to do with the games besides, oh, there was an outbreak in Raccoon City, and then they're jumping between timelines, like the future and the past, focusing on Wesker's kids. It's like we don't care about Wesker's kids. We want to see Jill, Claire, Chris. We want to see those guys. It just baffles me how they always get it wrong.
And there's so much source material.
So much. Like the books are even better than these shows. I've read the books.
Yeah, and it's a good thing you read them because apparently they're going for like a couple $100.
Oh shit. John let me borrow them.
Yeah.
But they
We
tell their
like
stories.
I helped Kit get his copies for like like a whole set for $17. And then as soon as Resident Evil remake came out, they were like 100 something.
Right.
Oh, I got a good one. It's terrible. So there was a Darkstalkers American cartoon.
Yeah, I heard about that.
I watched it. I watched all of it. And you know what is terrible? It wasn't written badly, but the character designs were horrible.
They were like very low budget.
Oh, look, I'm just going to send you a picture of what Felicia looks like right now, and you're going to go, ew. And if you don't go, ew, I'm going to be shocked. Hold on.
She's my girl.
Well, Felicia was censored pretty hard, and she walks like she's taking a doo-doo. Like, here, I'll put it in the
No.
DMs.
Yeah, they whitewashed her.
Yeah, and then like my boy John Talbane is a coward. He's like they treated him like the white lion, and like Morgan has a bowl cut.
Ew, that's gross.
Yeah, like it was basically they were trying to make it wholesome. Some episodes had really good animation, and then some episodes didn't. And they had a Chris, pretty much. They had like this blonde haired kid who's a wizard that they had to protect. But I didn't give a crap about him. So I moved to the anime and I was happy because the anime, the Darkstalkers anime is short. It was so good.
Was it like the Mortal Kombat show where they reused the same footage, the same fight scenes, and
Yes.
every over and over, same
Yes.
animations? Yeah, oh, it's so bad. I
Yeah.
love that
Yeah.
shit though. I love it when it's like, oh, he's doing the same move again.
Yup. Well, the OAV Darkstalkers um was short and sweet and it made sense and they just had to get rid of Pyron. That was the plot. And they were discriminating against the Darkstalkers, but the Darkstalkers like, dude, we're trying to help you. The world's gonna end. Pyron's trying to get you guys.
Yeah, it's so
So
sad that Darkstalkers always gets like left behind. They get left on the
they get
shelf.
shafted.
Like, give them
Yo,
like a big, give them a big reboot like they did with a Killer Instinct a few years
yeah.
back. Like, do something with the Darkstalkers license because there's a lot of potential there.
Well, funny you say that. They were supposed to have a 3D Darkstalkers similar to Street Fighter, and they canceled it.
Of course they did. Those monsters. It's like we're not getting Bloody Roar back. That shit is dead.
No, we're not. They axed it, which made me really sad because it's a good franchise.
It
Not because
is.
I'm sorry or anything. She was just like, okay.
There's a lot of dormant IPs out there that are just sitting on the shelf. You know what would have been a great anime? Jet Set Radio. That would have been like perfect.
Yo, yeah, but we got Air Gear instead, which was almost the same thing. Have you seen Air Gear?
No, I don't know what that is.
Okay, so Air Gear is an anime about these delinquents who are skating. Instead of graffiti, they just want to skate and be the best skaters, but they fly with their skates.
Oh, how nice.
I thought it was okay. I don't like shonen anime, but it's like your typical shonen anime. Just let me ride my skates and be really cool. We gotta fight other people in our skates.
Yeah, this was the 90s and inline skating was cool.
Yeah.
I
Um,
know I watched the Super Mario Brothers show, but I could barely remember anything about it.
I ain't missing anything.
My
Ooh, I forgot to mention Arcane. Arcane was phenomenal.
Yeah, you liked Arcane. I know you
I,
did.
I love Arcane. I love you, vibe.
Who gave the Rabbits a show for 4 years? Who's watching this show?
Babies and people who have like I don't know. I don't want to say.
Well,
Earthworm Jim had a cartoon. I miss him.
I'm sure this Mario cartoon is going to be more faithful than the Mario movie. I kind of want to
Dang.
watch it because I think it's on Paramount Plus.
Is it coming? Oh, the old one?
Yeah, the old ones.
Oh.
Like I was gonna watch a few to like prepare for this episode, but I just didn't have any time. Like I was gonna watch Halo, but I don't give a shit about Halo. I don't care.
Either.
It's just like army dude.
That's not our bag. We
It's
like
not
adventures and not just war.
exactly, man. Like, why should I care about Master Chief, huh? What kind of music does Master Chief like, huh? Like, what kind of movies does he like? What's his taste in women like, or men, for that matter? Like,
Yo,
he's
people
just a
get so
dude.
religious about Master Chief. Whoa, could you say that? He has a legacy. He has a legacy. And you're like, ooh, I'm gonna go sit.
Yeah, like, I don't know. I just never found him interesting as a character. Cortana got more personality as him.
Well, oh well.
You're like, yeah, that's all, folks.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, there's a lot of, like, we
Yeah,
can
we
go
could
on
keep
and on.
going, but what's your favorite video game TV show
Oh
adaptation?
my god, it's Captain N, the Game Master, of course.
That was a cute show when we didn't know what the actual designs of the characters looked like, you
Uh,
know?
right on. I'm trying to think that I actually like enjoy. I mean, out of all of these, I probably watched more Pokemon and Digimon. I mean, they got the most seasons.
Mm-hmm.
Like, the thing with Pokemon is, I just got tired of him doing the same thing every episode. Like, he's trying to go to a town, but then, oh no, someone needs his help. And then he learns a valuable lesson about friendship. And then maybe he'll get another Pokemon, or maybe he'll release one. It's the same formula all the time.
Yup. To this day.
It took him like 18 years to win a damn Pokemon tournament.
Yeah, I mean, I get that they want people to be on their edge, but like he could have won more. It's tiring to see him lose that much.
Should we do a dimensional diary? Do you have any cool personal questions you want to ask?
Um, so I guess if you could pick three video games that deserve a show, what three games would it be?
Damn, three.
Yeah.
Well, first one, Jet Set Radio. I already said that. Like, I could just picture it, man. Like, give those people some speaking lines. I want to hear what their voices sound like.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What else? Star Fox.
Oh, that would actually be really cute.
Yeah. Dude. I'm surprised. Like, I see Zelda on here, Mario, Star Fox would be great. There's so much potential there.
Particularly Star Fox, because there's so much material.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think that dude's gonna get a game anytime soon, so put him up. I also want to say maybe Metroid. Like, Metroid would be cool too.
Metroid always gets thrown in the trash because she's a woman, and we don't believe in reproductive,
Metroid Dread did pretty decent last year.
That's true.
I think
Okay.
it definitely reinvigorated interest in the franchise.
I think it's funny, though.
No, it's funny how people were bitching like, oh, it's too hard because they couldn't find the hidden blocks. So yeah, those would be my choices. What about you?
I would have come up with a Bloody Roar show because that would definitely revitalize for a new game. I just want another Bloody Roar game. I think Streets of Rage would make a good TV show.
Yeah, I see it.
That one, that's such a 90s aesthetic that can be modernized for now in a very good way. Because, like, I could see that being a show anytime, you know? And this is random and it's not video game related, but the Avatar franchise, I feel like Avatar deserves a better video game. Like, from Avatar The Last Airbender to The Legend of Korra, I think Korra had the better video games, even though Avatar had more. But I see on Japanese Amazon there's a new game coming out. So I don't want to hold my breath.
Okay, I got a question.
Sure.
Who is from back in the day, who was like your big video game crush?
I didn't have one.
For real?
Yeah, I didn't have one.
Oh, you poor thing.
Oh, no.
Oh, mine was Felicia because she got the fatty.
Yeah. Like, I loved Felicia and John Talbane. I was like, they're cats and dogs and they're gonna marry each other. That's what
Yeah,
I was babies.
Yeah, Felicia is how I found the furry fandom because I was looking up pictures of her for research. You know, for scientific research, and I found furry art, and there you go, cat's out the bag now.
Yup. Cat's out the bag.
So Felicia, in a way, literally changed my entire life.
Well, Felicia for you and John Talbane for me, so I get it.
Yeah, so thank you, Darkstalkers.
Yeah. Thank Darkstalkers for making us furries.
For making us friends.
Yeah, that's true.
So it's funny how Darkstalkers like literally was like the catalyst of me on the road of me meeting you. It's cool.
Yeah.
That's why it deserves more respect.
It's funny.
All right. This was a good episode. Let's wrap things up. I'm MC Metricard Frisky, and enjoy the rest of your summer. Enjoy your Labor Day. Eat some barbecue. Make out with a stranger. Go nuts.
And stay safe, folks. Do the best that you can. Be gentle with yourselves. And, have a good time.
Yeah. There's only 8 more weeks till Halloween, so get your costumes now.
What are you talking about? I'm capturing women in my pumpkin spice latte traps already with Halloween decorations.
I'm so mad because they took out the brown sugar cold brew at Dunkin' to put the pumpkin spice one, and it just proves that Dunkin' is racist against brown coffee.
I need to go to space now. Bye!
Adios!
Yoko and Frisky Dimensionally. Yoko and Frisky